Hey guys, we're down here at Waterfront, and we got some good news and just some news.
Just some news, yeah.
Yep. What we got going on is we're going to talk about the boat ramp at the end of this, and y'all hang around to listen to what we found out. I just got off the phone with DCNR out of Montgomery, and we've got some ideas that we want to share with you. But before that, we're going to cover the Toyota series. Matt, what's going on with Toyota?
Well, they just released a schedule, and I know JD's got the list right here in his hand, but right out of the gate, I think it starts in February.
On Lake Guntersville.
On Lake Guntersville.
So, yeah, guys, got the 20. We're mainly going to highlight the Central Division here, but last week they released the 2026 Toyota schedule. So, with the Central, we're going to be starting on Lake Guntersville February 18th to the 20th. So, that kind of fits the typical, usually around that time they start, and it's always a slugfest. It's one of them tournaments to where, you catch 20 pounds and you're going to be pretty far back in the line. So it's going to be diverse. There's going to be a lot of big fish caught up in the grass. There's going to be a lot of giant fish caught. Forward facing some deeper stuff and bait balls and whatnot, but it'll be a slugfest. Then we're going to stay in Alabama, all of these actually. We're going to go to Pickwick in March 31st through April 2nd, and it'll be going out of Counts, Tennessee. So that'll be, a pretty good tournament. There were some really big bags caught there last year. Our own Hayden Obar did really well at that tournament. That was one of the several. He done very well that last year. And then the third regular season Central is on Lake Eufaula, May 13th to the 15th. So you got a lot of offshore brush piles, offshore fishing. There'll be a lot going on down there. So
that's exactly right. That's three good ones.
Pretty healthy schedule. And then the championship, we're going to go back to Pickwick in November 5th and 7th. So
this is just a testament for the Tennessee River chain.
Yeah.
It's on fire. It's coming, like Kentucky Lake is coming back. But Guntersville, this place is fishing out of its mind. It's just been unreal for the last couple of years, and it's why everybody wants to come here, because there's no bad days on Guntersville. A bad day here is still better than most days on other lakes.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
A lot of times a bad day here let's just say a bad 5-fish limit here can win a lot of other lakes on a good day.
Yeah, we get spoiled. I mean, as y'all know, I travel up to Kentucky lakes, and you catch 13 to 16 pounds, and it's a day. And you come here and they run out of ink before they print you on the leaderboard. So I mean, it's such a change to fish Guntersville. It's just a wild place, and we're spoiled.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we sure are.
I'll say we're blessed. We really are, because you can do anything on this like you want to catch fish, whether it wins or not. You can work on any technique,
however you want to fish.
Perfect your system. So
and it's why you see so many high quality tournament anglers come from here.
Yeah.
They can do anything and perfect any technique, doing whatever they want to do and get good at doing that, and then take it elsewhere.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Since y'all do all the fishing, know everything, why am I seeing so many shad running on top of the water right now?
I think
what about a shad spawn? I thought that was over a long time ago. And now they're little bitty ones. They're about 2 inches long, and they're everywhere.
Thinking back to when I lived up on Kentucky Lakeside, in the fall, you'd always see them little pin men as they'd run around. I guess it's thread fin, but you always seen that in the fall. But you think of Guntersville, you associate these giant gizzard shad, because we do have them. And if you get near the grass out here, you're going to see them. But everybody forgets there's other minnows besides gizzards.
Right, exactly.
And they, at certain points, and that's why you see all these white bass, this is just my opinion, pushing those bait balls of those smaller minnows out in the middle and just gorging.
That's what they're surfacing on now.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I don't know. I'm not a biologist, but I feel like that's a fairly decent answer to that, unless you've got something you want to add.
I think you pretty much hit it. I'm not a biologist neither, just whatever I see. But every year, about this time, you'll be going down the middle of the river channel in the evening, and you'll see bait balls everywhere. Right. I think a lot of times the bait fishers looking for the most oxygenated water. They get up there toward the light, and you'll see some schooling and stuff. But this time of the year, we start downsizing again. Going like, instead of throwing a jack camera, we may throw a mini max. When them fish really start schooling.
What about a baby jack?
Baby jack. We just got baby jacks back in, guys. Yep. Quarter, 3/8, and half ounce. So that complements the size of these bait fish we're talking about very well. Match it with a 3.5-inch trailer, and I mean you can fish all these river flats, all these different grass edges, and I mean it's going to, because I've been throwing the mini max since it came out several years ago, and I mean it's a certified fish catcher. So with the reputation the jackhammer has, that baby jacks, you better have one of them in your tackle box.
That sounds like winter. You just got through putting them all up, didn't you?
Every one of them we received, which we got mostly. We got We got some of all of them in stock now. So whether you're a dark color kind of guy, or a bluegill color, or a clear water shad, white, green pumpkin shad, we got all your flavors.
There's another one that doesn't get talked about near enough, but it's the Berkeley Nessie, the 5-inch.
Yeah.
And it being a soft plastic bait, and it's a little more weedless than one of your plastic ones would be. Around those mats, that thing's deadly.
Is it?
Yeah, it'll get you a lot of bites.
Well, tell them how to fish it.
It's just like any glide bait. You can do the chopping of the reel handle, or you can work it with your rod tip, because those things are light enough they float really high unless you weight them with something. This time of year when they're in the dirt and chasing bait, you don't have to put any weight on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just keep it up close to top.
Yep. Like Neely Henry, you can take that Nessie and come through that scattered bank grass they have down there, and it's pretty deadly.
Really?
Yep. You can cover a lot more water that way, I feel like you can, than versus you can with a frog.
Oh, okay.
Well, and with the Nessie, someone that might not have all the big giant gear for glide baits, you can especially the 5-inch, you can throw it on very light tackle.
Yeah, you can throw it on spinning
light line, so you ain't got to have your 300 size reel and 25-pound fluoro, because that stuff still scares me. I mean, I'm a 3/8 to 3/4 ounce fisherman, so I don't throw a lot of the real finesse stuff.
Right.
I don't throw a lot of the big stuff. I stay right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
I'm a sucker for the big stuff. I love the big glide baits, but there's a lot of nuances that you have to do to get the most out of it.
Right.
And that might be something else, guys. Y'all might want to try. It's the Nessie. If you've always wanted to fish a glide bait, but like me, intimidated by them, use the Nessie.
It'll get you a lot of bites, and you'll gain confidence on how those baits work, and allow you to throw the bigger ones.
There you go. So that's just another way to fish on Guntersville.
We could go on for days on how to catch bass on Guntersville, because I feel like if you get around any of this grass, you can do anything you want to do and get a bite and gain confidence. Because in fishing, confidence is everything.
Right.
And you just got to do it. Go out and do it, and try something else the next time.
And right now, we're selling a little bit of a lot of product.
Absolutely. I mean, you come through and you look at the pegs and you can see what's sold, and it's a little bit of everything.
Exactly. So it's going. It's not just one thing. We can't tell you that, you come, you say, what are they biting on? And my answer is whatever you have confidence in. It's just that confidence
And you're
factor.
not wrong.
And, if you've got confidence in a brush hog, throw a brush hog. Carolina rig, throw a chatterbait.
We still see guys throwing the methylate worm right now, the floating worm, which you never see except in the spring.
Right.
And guys are catching them on them, or they wouldn't be buying that many.
And what about that urchin-looking thing?
Oh, yeah, the cube or...
Exactly.
So a lot of us are still playing with that thing and trying to figure out really how to use it. And I don't think that there's a wrong way. I know the Tokyo rig's kind of popular, but for the scopers, sticking a nail weight in that cube seems to be the best way for me.
Okay.
To try to get a bite on it. I can at least see how they're reacting to it when it goes down. And it's such a weird deal. It's something that you look at and you think, man, I ain't going to throw that thing. Right. But it works. I mean, it's something that they don't see.
It makes you think, what's the next finesse step?
Yeah.
How do we go smaller? But I think we can all agree on one thing. We all love topwater fishing, right?
Right.
Well, from now till football season through that, it's time to come to Guntersville, throw you a topwater.
Early morning.
Yeah, early morning. Now, of course, the frost kind of an all-day deal, but early morning, pick you up a pencil popper style bait or a spook. Even I think last week we went one evening, we just did like a little test. We caught some on a buzz bait. I mean, we went old school, a pawpaw or a spook, obviously. So every evening, them shower talking about, you'll start seeing them get busted up on.
Right.
So just have your topwater bait hanging off the edge of the boat there, pick it up out there, throw it. You probably catch one.
These fish are violent. These fish, when
are.
they hit a topwater out here, I don't know if it's because there's so many fish in Guntersville and they're competing for it.
Right.
But they try to kill it. I mean, it's one of the most violent topwater bites you'll see.
And it's a fun bite.
It is fun.
Keeps you awake.
It does keep you awake.
Well, y'all got anything else to talk about the fishing in?
Oh, just come get it while it's good, which is always good. But I mean, if you like throwing a frog in topwater, you get off the couch, turn on the air conditioner in the truck, grab your rain suit because it's going to rain at some point. But
every day,
come on,
every day.
It's been pretty nice here lately.
It has. It
hadn't been as hot as what it was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
No, y'all jinxed me. I'm going to the beach this weekend. It's going to rain on me. I can already see what's happening.
It feels like we kind of had a short. I don't know. It's like we also had a lot of warm temps, but with all the rain we had early in the summer, it felt like everything was just so delayed this year. Mm-hmm. Like I've noticed every weekend now, you still see a lot of boat traffic out there because they're really just now been able to. Well, for our people that don't like the rain and stuff.
Right.
I mean, it's like it's still that midsummer feeling because it was so late. So the fishing is kind of. A lot of like the pre-spawn and stuff. Everything's kind of been a little behind this year, so I think that'll carry into the fall.
Well, good.
And that only seems to help the fishing when it rains.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
the only thing I've seen shut them down is lightning.
Yeah, now
And
lightning
it's going to
shut 'em
shut me down too. But
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We're gone.
You ain't going to test that, though.
No, we're not going to test that
That's
for
it.
sure. For sure.
Well, guys, I have just got off the phone with a guy from DCNR, and the boat ramp has been put off. It is not going to be started in October of this year. What they're looking at right now, and I'll tell you in a minute what the delay is. What they're looking at right now is the summer of 2026, and it's going to be during the hottest part of the months. And so that's going to leave the spring and the fall open, to whereas the waterfront ramp will be fine.
Yeah.
They have to go through the Corps of Engineers and get permits. Well, I found out today it takes about a year and a half to get a permit. Now, they've already been working on it about a year.
Yeah.
So you're looking at another 6 months, and they may have a final plan. But right now, the majority of the ramp is going to be asphalt. Not all of it. Now, I've been telling everybody, you see the grass, you see the trees, they're going to be gone, and all of that's going to be parking. Well, I found out today that not all of it is, the majority of it is.
That's still a big improvement.
Yes, it is. That's going to about double the capacity of what it holds right now. And so right now, what does it hold? 50, 60?
Depending on how everybody parks over there.
Yeah, and it will have stripes on it. They will be striped. And guys, please park between the stripes.
Please.
Exactly.
Don't block the ramp. I mean, yeah, I know we're all excited to get our boat in.
Exactly.
But a lot of times you pull over there and there's somebody blocking the ramp, and it's tough.
Well, everybody has to learn.
Yeah.
And show a little patience, guys.
Just show a little patience.
You learned it one time. I mean, hey, I know you want to get in the water, but dadgum, do the best you can. And I promise you, the more you back a boat, the better you're going to get.
Absolutely.
And so that gives you a reason to come just back a boat in water and go home.
Yeah. Or just let your wife do it and yell at her the whole time. It don't matter. Just get in the water.
Left, right, whoa, turn it the other way.
There's one way to learn.
That's
Got
it.
to start.
Just do it. So I've been there. And the more troubles I have, the more I get tore up.
Yeah.
People will leave me alone. I'll get it in the water. But if I sit there and watch, I'm going like that right there.
I'm the guy that'll sling it out there and then ask for a ride.
Okay.
Hoping not everybody leaves before I dump it in.
That's it. But guys, everybody does good. They do as best they can, and please keep that in mind when you're having to wait, because it's more embarrassing to the guy trying to get the boat in than it is you watching it.
This is going to be a big improvement for all of us.
Yes, it will.
Mean, it's going to benefit everybody that uses this ramp and this side of the lake. So, we just got to be patient.
Exactly. And we will. They're going to get it done. But, when you have to go through and get permits from the Corps of Engineers, which I guess they own everything. They've got their hand in everything.
Government don't get in a hurry.
Exactly. And so they want to make sure that everything's right. All the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. And it's coming. And I apologize, but I was told that it would start October the 1st.
Yeah.
And that has been delayed. So the tentative date now is like July of 2026. Said it would take 4 months to build is the timeline in there.
That's the time of the year the fishing starts to decline anyway. It's getting hot and it's just getting miserable. And then you're back up in business for that great winter fishing on Guntersville.
Yes, the winter fishing, and then look what you got come January and February.
That's it, yeah.
I think it'll work out good too, because we got a busy fall this year, a lot of tournaments here,
so
at least having
big tournaments.
Yeah, at least having the ramp freed up, on people will still come by here, get their stuff, and put it over there without problem. So it might be for the best, but I'm very excited to see the finished product.
And we got mink, and then we've got goose pond, so you still can come see us here at Waterfront. Mm-hmm. You can use mink, and you can also go see us at Goose Pond.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Then you got Browns Creek.
Yep, going over to the other end, like Browns Creek, beat on some of them fish.
You got that shot right, because they all over this lake.
That's it.
And then let's touch one more thing on the restocking the lake.
Yeah, we're still doing the restock program. $20 buys you a ticket. For every $20 you spend, you get a ticket. That's going to put your name in a drawing of a list of guides and pros, and we're going to draw a winner for every name that's on that list.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of winners.
That's right.
And there's a lot of guides and there's a lot of pros that signed up, and I'm sure.
I think right now we've got 36 commitments.
And there's going to be more, I'm sure.
So that's 36 trips.
Guaranteed 36 winners.
Right, 36 winners.
Yep. And this is the cheapest you could ever get a guide trip on Guntersville, and I don't care whose name it is on that list. Whoever you go with, you're going to have a day you're not going to forget.
That's right. That's exactly right. And the fishing's going to get better and better.
Yep.
It's going to be on your schedule.
Yep.
Be on, you call the guide, you work it out with the guide when they can go.
Yep. Yeah, it's a win-win.
It is.
It's $20 is a win-win.
And 100% of it goes to stocking this lake back up. I think that's why it's so good now, because the last 4 or 5 years, they have been stocking.
You know, the stocking program works, in my opinion, on Guntersville because of all the vegetation. These fish can get to a point where they're not necessarily the prey anymore.
Right.
They're the predator. And if they can grow to that size and thrive, and with this vegetation here, it's only going to get better.
That was funny because I've just done a podcast with TVA on vegetation on Lake Guntersville. And there's between 30 and 40 different aquatic plants that grow in this lake.
Really?
Yes, they are. So it's not only hydrilla, milfoil,
eelgrass,
duckweed, eelgrass. You can just start naming it. It was a very informative podcast. And, I mean, I could see it getting boring from time to time when they give them names, the scientific names of what the weed, eelgrass is.
Yeah.
And and there's 2 different types of eelgrass. There's 3 different types of hydrilla. 2 types of the hydrilla is not real good. 1 type is. So when you see hydrilla, it makes you wonder, well, what type is it? Well, you have to look at the little pods where the stems come out to tell if it's a male or a female. Some of them dig deep in the ground. Some of them don't.
I didn't know that we had such.
So,
and I haven't had a chance to watch it, but now I got to.
Yeah, me too.
It went real in depth, and we tried to take as many good pictures as we could of the grasses they had there. They had them there to where you could look at it, handle it, touch it, feel it, the whole 9 yards. And they only do it, I think, once a year. But they were people from all over different states, the 4 bordering states, to see this, to try to do it, because TVA has managed the aquatic vegetation as well as what they have. The reason the eelgrass got out of control is they thought it was the eelgrass that normally grows here. The only way to tell the difference is between DNA testing. So when they tested it DNA, they found out they did not manage it early because they thought it was the original eelgrass that was here. There's only 2 batches of it, and it's up toward Highway 35 bridge up there in Scottsboro. And so it got out of control. And once it got out of control, it's took them 4 or 5 years to try to get a
handle on it.
Get a handle on it. Plus, during that time, plants butt heads on what to do. So hydrilla and milfoil is coming back, and the reason is they're learning how to combat against that eelgrass. So now you're seeing more hydrilla, more milfoil, and less eelgrass.
You know that makes sense because 2 years ago, there was a creek on Guntersville that was plumb full of eelgrass. I don't know what type. Last year, that same creek was full of hydrilla.
Okay.
And so it had changed 360 degrees. So that makes sense.
Right. And so that's what I learned while I was there, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's informative, and that's definitely something I think we should follow up on. And I would, and they may not know the answer to this, but I would like to know how bass and fish in general react to certain types of that stuff if they know that.
Well, see, they told it that which was good fishing grass, and which wasn't.
Oh, we got to watch it.
Now I can't. Well, I don't know if it's in there now. Well, did they hear it? Okay, but they hit on certain types. I'm not saying every type, and some of it's a little bitty algae that ain't big as a fart, and so you don't. It don't make any.
Yeah.
But it can get out of control.
Quick,
it can get on top, and it's algae looking stuff. The crap that
Yeah,
you don't want
slime.
on your bait. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff.
Well, that's good to know, and I definitely need to watch that, and I think we follow up on that for sure because that's got me interested because I've seen it change on Guntersville in the last 2 years in certain areas. So that
Well,
explains
it's just like humans learning to live with other humans.
Yeah,
You give and take.
it's
And
compromise.
them grasses are busting up against one another.
Yeah.
And they're learning how to take back what they used to have.
So basically, Mother Nature's taking over when they pull out the invasive species.
Yes, Mother Nature. So it all goes back to the good Lord.
Yep, that's it.
And the good Lord's going to manage it better than anything TVA
His
could do.
plan's better than ours.
And TVA told me if they wanted to, they could not kill all the grass in Guntersville. Guntersville is known for a grass lake. It will remain to be known as a grass lake. They're not trying to kill every piece of grass in Guntersville. They're not going to do that. They're managing the grass.
Yeah. It's probably less expensive for them to manage it versus trying to nuke it.
Right.
So, yeah, I can see that.
And so they're not going to do that. They're not going to nuke the grass in Guntersville. So
that's good to know. And I think there's another study out there on, I haven't seen all the details on wake boats on what it's doing to the bottom of the lakes.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, that's
a new one
y'all
on
seen
me.
that?
Huh.
Yep.
Well, I'll be dog.
Because their prop wash or whatever, it goes downward, right?
Well, when they fill their ballast up for the skis, you got so much. It's like a barge going by all the time, but a lot faster. So it's supposedly it's creating some erosion on the bottom of these lakes.
That's one thing that pushes this eelgrass. Eelgrass don't have a real good hold on the bottom.
No.
And a wake boat or any wake from a boat can release it.
Well, if you want to see that in person, you go to Honeycomb Boat Ramp and you look at all the propeller trails through that grass, and you can see where boats have taken off and cut that stuff, and it ends up everywhere. So
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're learning along with TVA about how the grasses are doing, and so maybe that will help everybody understand about
Yeah. Yeah.
about what's
we
going
definitely
on the lake.
Definitely need to take a look at that for sure. It's very informative.
Okay. Well, do y'all have JD? You got anything?
Man, I'm kind of mind blown because I feel like I'm fishing this lake long enough to kind of know all kinds of grass. But every time I walk by one of them trailers at an expo or something, I realize that I do not know everything, especially if you ask me what the scientific names were. So I definitely would like to use that. But I've always said the same thing a while ago: is Mother Nature will take care of it. I think the worst thing we could do would be to nuke our fishery, not just for the fishing, just for everything around the lake.
Right.
So I'm thankful that everything's going well, and I'm going to check that video out.
Yeah.
And one more thing that I'm going to say about TVA is they do not spray on the river ledge because that gives boaters an idea of where the shallow water is.
Right.
That they utilize that to keep from them running up on the bank.
Yeah, especially tubing, pulling a water ski, because a
Yes.
lot of these boats, they don't have chart plotters and graphs on them. So
Right.
like they basically going by the channel markers and pulling somebody on a towing somebody behind the boat. You need to know that you're not up here on the top of a flat with stumps on it, because
That's
that
right.
could be bad real quick.
They need to
Exactly.
plant some grass on that bar out in front of the you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's wake boat or not wake boat? What's the name of that marina?
You talking about the one? You talking about that marina?
Not the one down there by the bridge.
You ain't talking about Little Mountain?
No, shoot, I just went blank. But there's always a boat hitting this bar out in front of the marina out there. Gosh.
Signal Point?
No.
Oh, the yacht club.
Yacht Club.
Yacht club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to plant
Yeah.
some grass on the yacht club, because I promise
Exactly.
you, I haven't been here long at all. But in the last 2 years, I know of at least 4 boats that I personally have seen hit that bar, and I've seen one ride all the way across the sideways. And if he's watching this, man, that had to be a heck of a ride.
Well, you can get hurt out there if you ain't
Yeah.
careful. Mm-hmm. You sure can. And that's another thing. Don't fish in the lightning. Mm-hmm. We've done had
Yeah.
remembrance of that.
Yep.
And please be safe. It don't run as hard as that boat will run. There's no sense in it.
And the buoys are not a target.
No.
Go around.
Right.
No, they've been
Exactly.
rough on the buoys this year, man.
Man.
they've been rough on the buoys.
But we just want y'all to come to Guntersville, visit GTO, one of their 3 locations,
Yep.
and have fun.
Absolutely.
You can catch fish. You can recreate. There's enough water for everybody out there.
Yes, there is.
And so we would love to have you in Guntersville. Put it on your bucket list and get your butt down here so we can have a good time.
Yep. Couldn't have
Right.
said it no better.
Yeah.
That sounds like a winner. Guys, we love all of you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the lake. Tight lines, guys. Get her done.